Gotta go to the seat, where we flow, where we at, UFO, pass it back, UBL, like what's the meaning, yeah, I'm sitting on the bus.
Top 10 ghosts caught on camera.
By
The
doing another video,
unexplainable
so
exploration.
react to these top
Now,
10
as with most Japanese
things
videos, the
on
source of this next recording is unknown. But in the footage, we see a guy exploring an abandoned building somewhere in Japan. He quickly realizes that he's made a huge mistake. He encounters something truly terrifying. The explorer is frozen in fear as he sees a woman strangely swaying back and forth in a room. He repeatedly and carefully peeks around the door at the woman, when suddenly she appears much closer and seems to just charge at him. Understandably, he runs for his life. Now, at first, whoever this woman is appears to be a very strange and very real person. But when we take a closer look at the footage, we can see that the woman actually emerges right out of a solid wall. But is it real? Or is it just a very creepy hoax? Again, you decide. The Ghosts of the River Inn. In its day, the River Inn in Reno, Nevada was a popular spot for the elite of Nevada to rest and bathe in its natural hot springs. For decades, the River Inn thrived as a popular resort. But underneath its happy facade, there were many dark tales of drownings, murder, and mysterious disappearances. It is said that the mafia had a financial stake in the River Inn, and that anyone who had a, quote, accident at the River Inn, well, they just seemed to disappear. The River Inn closed its doors under mysterious circumstances around 1983 and was left abandoned. Cut to 2022, and today the old River Inn has new owners, Dana and Lawrence. During their stay at the inn, both the owners and their workers have experienced terrifying supernatural activity. Paranormal investigators Ryan, River, Nick, and Wyatt from the YouTube channel Twin Paranormal are invited to investigate the allegedly haunted River Inn. At the inn, the team is told the story of a man named Ray who was a long-term resident and caretaker of the hotel, along with his wife, Janet. The couple lived happily at the inn for many years until Ray tragically passed away in his room from accidental morphine poisoning. Just before her own death, Ray's wife Janet swore that she saw her loving husband on the hotel property. The team heads inside to explore the ground floor of the hotel where Ray and Janet used to live.
Ray, if this is you, please give us a sign. What the Whoa. What was that?
I did catch
EMF?
What?
The EMF just went crazy.
Yeah, I heard it.
Ray, are you in here? You good?
There's no one out there.
Whoa! Whoa! The was that?
Is there someone in there?
What the was that?
You're kidding. You're kidding.
Hello? Hang on.
That just scared the crap out of me. I was right behind
Way
you.
out right here?
The guys decide to head upstairs to the second floor in hopes of making contact with the spirits of Ray and Janet. But what happens next is downright chilling.
Did you just hear that?
What?
Are you kidding me?
What was that?
I so hope I caught it.
What?
I swear to God, I just heard a woman go, okay.
Okay.
I'm not even
I heard shuffling after it.
Did you just hear that?
I hear whistling. Hey! You okay? Was that? You okay? I'm sure I just had someone whisper right there next to me.
Yeah.
Are you okay? Holy shit. You okay? I'm fine. Where was it? Right here.
I heard that. I'm telling you,
Whoa.
someone was talking, dude. I heard that.
Do you not want us in here? We mean you no harm.
I totally heard that.
I'm shaking so bad right now.
Easy.
Holy shit. I heard a thump. You're good. Holy shit. You're good, just breathe.
What kind of whisper did you hear in
I
your ear?
don't like. I
Any
don't
words?
know exactly what it said. Maybe this caught it, but I'm getting scared to be right here, man.
No, I'm with you. I straight heard a lady though.
Okay, look. When I'm leaning up here, okay, I had my ear right here, right, facing this way.
Okay.
And I heard it, like someone just say something to me. Again! Hey! Again! Guys! Again, did you not just hear that?
Yes, I
Please
did.
tell me
I heard that. I heard that one.
Who is that?
What are you trying to say?
The voice of a woman can be heard saying, okay. Then River hears someone whispering and gasping in his ear.
Again! Hey! Again! Guys!
But the guys have no idea what they are about to capture as they decide to use the spirit box to get more answers. A static camera recording downstairs films something shocking.
Can you tell us where we are?
Where are we?
Oh my god, that was right below. Oh my god, that was right below. Are you downstairs? I am. I am.
100%.
Do you want us to go back down there?
A dark, translucent hand clutches at the doorframe of one of the downstairs hotel rooms. Meanwhile, Ryan hears a noise from below and asks if the entity that they are talking to is downstairs. The spirit box answers, I am. So did the guys capture the ghost of Ray on camera? Let me know what you think. You can watch this entire investigation of the historic River Inn over on the YouTube channel, Twin Paranormal. Before we move on to the next video, if you see anything that you think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com. Unconfined. This next video was sent in by a Nukes Top 5 viewer who wishes to remain anonymous. He explains in his email that he works as a corrections officer at a federal prison in Kentucky that holds over 700 inmates that are kept in lockdown 24/7. But late one night at around 4 a.m., a hallway security camera starts to capture movement in one of the hallways. He takes out his phone and begins to record the CCTV feed.
Fred, there's no f***ing doors open. You can't even see it. Now watch, look. And he wasn't even back there.
Where was he at?
He was at 531. He was up. Like, no doors are open. You can't see the land room. And then boom.
The officer and his co-workers have no idea who or what this could be, as no one could have been standing in that hallway. At the time, the other guard on duty was far away in an entirely different part of the prison. So, what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. An unholy attachment. Now, these next videos were shared to the internet by Diego Spikers, who might seem familiar to you as I featured him once before. Diego claims that he recently moved into a new apartment in Colombia with his wife and has experienced terrifying activity ever since.
¿Es el cuarto?
Sí, hágale. Uy, marica, venga. ¿Qué señor rápido? Marica, perro, lo grabé, venga.
Since that time, Diego made the shocking discovery that he had a sister named Maria who died at a very young age. He believes that this could be the spirit that is haunting him. Also recently, Diego's niece Amy has come to live with him and his wife. Unfortunately, the paranormal presence seems to have attached itself to little Amy.
Maria. Amy.
Amy is fast asleep in bed when a childlike figure can be seen standing on her bed. When Diego yanks at the sheet, it vanishes into thin air. Only a few days later, in the middle of the night, Diego hears strange childlike laughter coming from his living room. When he goes to investigate, he is shocked to his core.
Amy. Amy. Ay, Diosito. Amy. Amy.
Amy appears to be asleep, sitting with her back to the TV stand. But two pale, skinny arms seem to be reaching out from the TV cabinet and playing with her hair. The hands quickly disappear when Diego approaches his niece and attempts to wake her. Diego says that Amy has no recollection of what happened, but he is fearful that the activity in his home is becoming more intense every day. But what do you think? Is it real, or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Brother's Keeper. Paranormal investigators Victor, Paulo, and Samuel from the YouTube channel Investigação Sobrenatural are contacted by a distraught woman. She claims she's been violently haunted since her brother passed away from an accidental overdose in the bathroom of her family home in Brazil. She believes that her brother never left and that his tormented soul is angry and is attacking her and her family. The woman, whose identity is kept anonymous, says that she believes that the stress of the haunting led to her mother's recent passing. Soon after their arrival, the investigators begin to witness the violent poltergeist activity for themselves.
Olha, pelo que eu entendi, né? Seu irmão tá fazendo manifestação aqui, o clima tá muito pesado. Não precisa chorar, fica calmo, fica tranquilo, tá bom? Deixa eu ver. Tira fundo, né? Tá bem não, viu? Olha, vai ficar tudo bem. Você falou que o seu irmão morreu aqui nessa casa, né? Tiraram a vida dele dentro de um banheiro. Tem como me mostrar onde foi esse banheiro? No banheiro ali. Esse aqui, né?
Já começou. Não sou culpa, minha mãe morreu. Como você vai me deixar em paz?
Calma. Meu Deus, cara. Calma. Respira fundo, calma. Ó, ele só quer assustar, entendeu? Só quer te deixar desequilibrado, entendeu? Quer fazer com que a gente fique assustado, entendeu? Nervoso. Respira fundo, fica calmo, entendeu? Pense em Deus, pense em coisas boas, tá bom? Tá bom, respira fundo.
A gente tá aqui contigo.
Isso, calma. Viu? Ele só quer tentar assustar a gente. É só mais um desequilibrado, só isso, tá certo? Você tem condições de continuar? Porque é importante. Tem, não tem? Pronto. Me mostra como foi que o seu irmão faleceu. Calma. Calma, fica calma.
Respira, entendeu? Mas quando
olha pra mim, O espelho quebrou sozinho. Meu Deus.
Registrei esse câmera. Tá arrepiado, cara.
Vai, filma aí.
Viu isso? Isso não é bem.
Toma o espelho. Aí. É isso, gente. Meu Deus.
Essa não, pega uma cadeira aí. Ela tá bem nessa cadeira.
Respira, respira, respira. Ó, vai ficar tudo bem, tá?
Mas falei que eu vou pegar uma cadeira.
Pensa em coisas boas, coisas positivas, né? Foca em Deus. Olha pra mim, olha pra mim, olha pra mim, né? Pensa em coisas boas, tá bom? Senta. Vai, senta aqui, ó. Vem. Senta.
Tô arrepiado, cara.
Ó, olha pra mim.
Tô arrepiado.
Calma, respira.
Kitchen plates fall and cookware begins to shake. Then when the woman points out where the bathroom is, something appears to almost punch at her through the curtain. A mirror in the bathroom breaks into pieces, but when they check the room, there's no one there. The woman becomes so upset from the incident that the investigators decide to have her leave. Now, in an attempt to calm the angry spirit, the men gather around a table where the man's body was temporarily placed before his burial. They light candles on the table and begin to discuss the situation. But then, things just get weirder.
Só pra vocês não julgarem.
Teve desespero, né, amigo? Quando ele ficou chorando. Ela teve que sair, ela saiu às pressas daqui.
Melhor, pessoal, ela saiu.
Tem, gente, ó. Aí é pra vocês verem, né, ó. Direto, acontece. Pega ajuda aqui, não. Pera, calma, respira. Segura aqui a fumadora, segura.
The door slams open and the team's cameraman drops through the floor from an extreme panic attack. The investigators look after him, and after a necessary break, they continue their investigation. In an attempt to calmly communicate with the aggressive spirit, Investigator Paolo volunteers to lie down on the table in hopes of creating a connection with the spirit.
Aí, tu tem certeza que quer fazer isso?
Quero ver, né? Tô curioso, porque eu quero que ele consiga entender qual é o nosso objetivo, né? Porque estamos aqui, entendeu? Porque na mente dele, ele acha que está provocando, né? Ele está expulsando a gente, entendeu? É até uma oportunidade, né? De baixar a vibração e tentar a comunicação, né? Pelo menos uma comunicação mais amigável, né?
As Paolo is explaining his intention, what looks like a ghostly apparition seems to appear behind team member Victor. Paolo lies down on the table, and what happens next is downright terrifying.
Se você quiser se materializar em cima do Paulo, pode se apresentar aqui, né? Concentre sua energia. Se quiser pegar no braço do Paulo, na perna dele, no pescoço do Paulo, né? Vai, Paulo. Fica à vontade. Se concentra. Tenta pegar no pescoço do Paulo. Meu Deus do céu. Olha, ó. Meu Deus.
Viado.
Você não vai assustar a gente, entendeu? Deus é poderoso, Deus é maior que você. Você não é maior que Deus. Você não é maior que Deus. Você não é maior que Deus. Deus é muito maior que você. Você não vai assustar a gente. Você não vai assustar a gente.
Tá querendo desafiar. Acho que ele pensa que a gente quer bater de frente com ele.
Tô me tremendo todinho, cara. Olha isso, ó. Filma isso, câmera. Tô me tremendo todinho. Olha esse susto que eu levei.
Drawers from a cabinet violently slam open and closed on their own. Now the previously fearless ghost investigators seem to get just a little bit rattled by the extreme activity. They're completely unsure how to continue. And not long after this incident, they decide to leave the property. So what do you think is going on in this family home in Brazil? Could this really be the brother's spirit lashing out at his own family from the great beyond? Or could there be something a bit more sinister haunting this house? Let me know down in the comments. The Ohio Ghost Girl. Multiple residents of Mentor, Ohio have reported seeing what appears to be an all-white apparition.
Guys,
A shadow appears to move from left to right in a doorway. Sierra doesn't notice the odd shadow figure, but seems to get a strange feeling. as she comments that she is, quote, freaking out. Now, whether this is a paranormal event or just a very strange trick of the light, I leave that up to you to decide. The thing in the water. A man who was doing some lake fishing off the coast of Brazil claims that some strange sea creature with glowing eyes tried to attack his boat. He fled, revving his boat to full speed, but the creature pursued him.
Do y'all see it? Cause I don't see it. Wait, I see it. I see it. I see it. I see it. Okay.
Some online video viewers were shocked by what they saw. They believed the beast was obviously a ferocious sea creature, but other viewers thought that the animal could simply be a large dolphin or maybe a seal. So just what do you think this large thing is? Let me know. The disappearance. Italian paranormal investigation team Inquieto TV traveled to what was once the dormitory of an old abandoned brick factory. The story goes that the workers at the brick factory were exploited by the wealthy owner for years and worked in extremely dangerous conditions, until one day they decided to form a workers' union and rebel against the rich factory owner. Mysteriously, or perhaps not so mysteriously, all of the workers who joined the union suddenly disappeared, never to be seen again. Many believe that the workers' union members met a terrible fate, but no evidence was ever found. Former factory workers and local townspeople believe that the brick factory dormitory is haunted by the workers' tormented souls. Inquieto TV explores the old building, but other than some creepy, unexplained sounds, they don't experience much of anything. At least that's what they thought. When they review their footage later, they find that one of their cameras accidentally captured something truly chilling.
Ragazzi, che cazzo è quella roba? Non so, io vedo tipo... Che cazzo è quella? Oh mio Dio, che cazzo è? Aspetta, non lo so ragazzi. Che cazzo? Che è successo? Le catene. Le catene.
Ma la stanza con la freccia.
Praticamente sì, cioè praticamente non ci resta più nulla da vedere, finito. Comunque ci sta una puzza di incenso assurda.
Ma non è veramente. È forte.
While exploring, the group discovers a strange chalice just sitting in the middle of the floor in one of the decaying rooms. They film the bizarre out-of-place artifact and then decide to move on. But as they leave the room, the cameraman lowers his camera before turning it off. His camera, now upside down, accidentally catches the chalice mysteriously catching fire. The team's backs are turned as they leave the room and they don't even notice the flames. Soon after, the group decides to call it a night and just head home. But that's not all that the Inquieto TV team captured at the abandoned brick factory. Their YouTube viewers pointed out something else that they missed during their investigation. Something downright creepy.
Marta, avete sentito di nostra Pietro? Pietro? Ma era da sopra o sotto? Qua? Io non ho capito qui se... Guarda che sembrava... non la devo proprio vedere dalla fine del corridoio. Ma non è chiuso il corridoio, scusa. Il corridoio dovrebbe essere chiuso.
That's crazy.
Mamma, mi hai fatto prendere un colpo.
Oddio.
Il K2 per adesso è tranquillo. Io vorrei entrare in quel buco, ragazzi.
A dark, mist-like figure appears at the end of the hallway, moving from left to right before disappearing into thin air. Moments later, the figure briefly materializes again in the same hall. The Inquieto TV team are shocked by what they captured and say that they didn't notice anything unusual at the time. So, is this mysterious apparition the ghost of one of the workers who disappeared long ago? I leave it up to you. And just for all of you who stuck around till the end of this video, here's a spooky extra clip. Now, this video didn't make it into the top 10 because, well, it's a little too good, if you know what I mean. But it's one of the creepiest Japanese ghost videos I've ever seen.
Shit.
そういうこと？わざわざ用意して。
いやいやいや、違う。
ふざけてんの？
いや、俺前来た時なかったんだ、本当に。
ふざけてんの？
いやいや、ちょっと本当。
意味がわかんないし、わざわざあんなも用意して。
いや、でも俺じゃないんだ。
意味がわかんないし。
Here I come.
いや、ごめんって。
Bring it away, boy. Bring it away, boy.
That's it for the video, y'all.
That was the meaning.